Greeting interwebs, this is Jacket King. If you're hearing this, then that means I actually recorded more than one game dev vlog in the year 2026. There's still so much I want to talk about, so why don't we get right into it? Following up with the slide kick that I alluded to in the last part. As I was mentioning, during my playtesting, I noticed something. Hey, this Nayla character is pretty fun. In fact, she might actually be more fun than the character who's supposed to be the title lead. So that inspired me to go back into Sara's move kit and try to figure out a way to make her a bit more special, while still holding on to the philosophy of Sara being the character that introduces you into the game, while Nayla joins later for players who want something more fast-paced and possibly a bit more technical, or at least offer something to reward players for being more technical. Granted, the game is called Firebrand Dash, not Wind Girl Dash. So, Nayla shouldn't be the only one to offer something for more advanced players of the game to use. So, I added something to Sara's move kit for better skill expression, without compromising on Nayla being the faster one. And that was how the Flame Slide was born. By default, characters have 3 primary actions: jumping, doing an air dash by pressing the dash button while in mid-air, and stomping by hitting the stomp button while in mid-air. The air dash for horizontal movement / offensive capabilities, while the stomp offers a way to interact with objects below you. As most basic, the Flame Slide offers the ability to use the air dash while on the ground. However, under the hood, there's more going on with this than meets the eye. As of now, there's 2 ways to get more advanced movement out of the Flame Slide. Option 1, certain levels there will be hazards that are in your way that are too high to jump over, but too low to walk underneath. Flame Slide actually adjusts your hitbox so you're able to slide under these hazards without getting hurt. The journey to get that working the way I wanted is a whole video in itself. Now, advanced scenario number 2 for the Flame Slide. This is where the fun really begins. So typically when you use the Flame Slide, you get a short animation while you're doing the slide kick, and once that ends, that's your attack. However, if you use the Flame Slide off a ledge, that is where the fun begins. For one, you continue to slide, even if you're no longer on the ground, keeping the animation and the momentum. Now, if you jump in this short time frame between when you're off the ledge and before the ground slide ends, you jump, well, duh. But you keep the momentum from your slide, so you basically send yourself flying forward with the same speed as an air dash without the time frame of an air dash. Gravity being your main limitation. It takes a lot of inspiration from the Donkey Kong Country games, where you can defy gravity by rolling mid-air, even keeping your momentum after you jump. Granted, the latter is way more pronounced here than it is in DK Country, but I kinda like that. It gives Sara a way to compete with Nayla in terms of speed and advanced movement, while not compromising on my vision of her being easier to control, at least with basic movement. I should emphasize that this is intended as an advanced technique for players who seek it out. Something that's rarely, if ever, required to beat the main game. Maybe if I want to be cheeky, I'll hide a real tricky my cookie, or make it get used in a very advanced level, but generally this is a technique that exists purely for the fun of it, maybe possibly for speedruns if that ever picks up. But I never want a player to not be able to beat the game because they can't figure out how to do this trick. I have other ideas of how to get mileage from this technique, at least in terms of more mandatory game design. And I think that's a good place to stop for now. Not quite short enough to start doing them as YouTube shorts again, but we're getting there. Thanks again for tuning in for another game dev vlog, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Take care.